Y'all already know what time it is, man. It's your boy Afrik. We in the motherfucking building. Trap House booming 24/7. Got another episode for y'all. Got my boy Traco in the building. Got my boy Suit and my boy Hands On. You know what I'm saying? So basically, these are all talented brothers. You know what I'm saying? That I see doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? I met these brothers in the gym. I've been knowing him for years. You know what I'm saying? Just listening to his music, stuff like that. Y'all can introduce yourselves.
Yeah, hey, listen, man. I go by Traco, man. South Carolina raised, you feel me? H-Town living, you feel me? Shit.
What's your Instagram?
Instagram, Traco, TRAYCO _ Traco, TRAYCO, man. Y'all can follow me there, get updates on music, personal life, everything, man. I just be being me.
All right, for sure.
Yeah, this Super Ed. You can add me on the ground, SUPA_ED. You know, artists, up and coming artists from Louisiana. We H-Town living. Me and Traco be doing that shit. Y'all check us out.
For sure, for sure.
Hands on Al from Makers Home. Y'all can follow me on Instagram, hands_on_AL.
That's a bet. That's a bet. So, basically, you could just interject. If you got something to say it on your mind, you know what I'm saying? Lay it on the table. Everybody had their own opinions about the situation or whatever. So what got y'all started into making music and stuff like that? If anybody want to jump, or we could just keep it going
Shit,
like
we
that.
keep
My
it
big
going.
brother. My big brother.
Big brother.
Yeah, my big brother was the
For
first
sure.
one who wrote my first lyrics. He was an artist himself. I say he influenced, inspired me to get started.
Oh, for real? Like what age?
I was like 11 years old when Power recorded my first song. We was on tape deck, put it in with the mic, plug right into the fucking stereo system, press record on the tape.
You was in Louisiana when
Yeah,
you did
yeah,
that? All right, for sure.
Yeah, shit. My brother, he the one got me into like music. Start listening to different artists. Feel me? Cause he was I'm a young nigga, little dude, and he was just he 8 years older than me, so he used to put me on all the music he grew up around and everything. So once I started listening to music, I ain't never really thought about making music. You feel me? Where I'm from, like it's kind of small there, and I just used to look at that shit like ain't no need for me to make music. You feel me? I ain't gonna never do nothing with it. But you feel me? As I got older, I got in the booth my first time with my cousins, and made my first song. And when I wrote it, it came to me kind of easy, kind of smooth. So I was just like, shit, I like doing this shit. I'm gonna keep doing it when I get the chance, to do it. And ever since, it just kept happening, kept progressing, kept writing music.
In South Carolina?
Yeah, it started in South Carolina.
That's a bet. That's a bet.
Let's see, Houston, we always had Swisher House and SUC, so shit, underground always been crazy in the city, so I just got motivated by those guys and shit, jump right in, start doing my own thing, so that's just where I'm at with it. I dropped my first tape in 2002, so I've been doing this shit for a little minute.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Way longer than I dropped my first
know what
tape.
I'm
This
saying?
nigga said 2002.
Yeah.
I was a baby like a motherfucker, bruh, for real, in elementary school.
That's probably when I started in 2002.
Heck,
real?
Yeah, that's when I
Damn.
dropped my first one.
I can only imagine growing up in a big city like this. You got so much shit around you to
Yeah.
damn
Man, I'm telling
do
you.
that shit. That shit crazy.
That's
man.
crazy, because that's one of my questions, though. Like, because I don't know how old are you?
Shit, I'm 34.
Yeah, and I'm 27. I'll be 28 in December and shit like that. So I came out here in Houston in 2012, and I feel like a lot of shit changed in 2012. Like that was the change of a
Facts.
lot of shit.
Facts.
And I just seen it before my eyes type shit. So like, how was it before this new era of like everybody else coming in like type shit, like all the old like Trey Truth and how they used
It
to
was-
run it?
It was just less people rapping, I want to say. I think the more easier it got to record, I think, everybody just started doing their own thing. Back then, so it was just the SUCs and the Swiss houses. So that's how, it just had those artists, and then they had a few people, doing their thing. And then so the easier it got to kind of record and get access to studios and shit like that, it just kind of, just like everything grow.
Yeah.
Start out small and shit just grow.
I think that social media played a big part in
Yeah.
that too, because people
Facts.
feel like they could get seen easier.
Facts.
It's easier to get on, but it's still that on foot hustle behind it too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Most definitely.
That's definitely true. Cause where I'm from in the DMV, we never had a rap scene before until this new wave of shit came around. You know what I'm saying? We listen to like other type of music and shit, go-go music. We listen to rap, of course, cause I always wanted to rap and shit. But yeah, our scene didn't start getting popping until nowadays and shit like that. So that makes sense. Everybody, it's easier. You know what I'm saying? We got our own shit popping. You know, so that makes sense. You know.
How long you been doing music? What got you into music?
Like music has always been in my family, whether if it's in church, you know what I'm saying, I was a kid growing up, my aunts and all of them, or whether it was just on TV, you know what I'm saying, wherever it was, music was always around me, and I just like that shit, you know, and I feel like it come natural to me, so I ain't write my first rap till I was in middle school, though, probably like the 6th grade. Yeah, because I remember when I was in 5th grade, I was rapping Biggie shit. And I used to lie to niggas and be like, that's my shit. Niggas used to be like, oh. And then it's a new kid came in. It was my homeboy. It was a new kid. And he was like, nigga, that's Biggie shit. And then he put me out. And then, yeah, so I felt like I probably just felt like I had to start writing my own shit after that. Yeah, so.
It's crazy. Music in my family is like, it's popular, but nobody really creates music. Everybody just love music. My distance family, they had a gospel group in New York. You feel me? And they was kind of popular. But it's like when I first did my music and started putting songs out, my people was looking at me like, "Where the fuck is this shit coming from?" Like nigga, you had this talent the whole time. You feel me? And you ain't never like really fuck with it.
Yeah, I think I don't know about y'all families, but especially for mines, like they don't really get into. They want you to go towards the school type of shit and like shit like that. But my mom, she really don't care what I do. She just don't want me be in trouble, shit like that. But as far as my family, yeah, they all going to school and everything. I'm kind of like the one that like fuck all that. Yeah, like we better get some other bread. You know what I'm saying? But
ain't nothing wrong with that. As long as you putting the right hustle in behind it, ain't nothing wrong with that. But they ain't gonna see it to the big prize though.
Oh yeah, I didn't say fuck all that. Like what people gotta think of shit, cause I know who I am and what I'm capable of. You know what I'm saying? So. Like, yeah, for y'all, like, what make y'all pursue this, you know what I'm saying, music? Even though, you feel like you could do music. A lot of people feel that way. But what make you determined to be like, yeah, I don't give a fuck, I'm putting my all into this right here. I don't know if you do put your all into it.
Right. Because I feel like that's what it takes anyway. When it's the greats, when you ever listen to them in their interviews or, podcasts, whenever got a chance to say something, they talk about the separation from, I'm just playing with it and I can take it somewhere, you know what I'm saying? It's really just a constant knowing. Every day you got to keep on going with that knowing. They call it faith or hope, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like chance is going to happen. The universe going to bring it to you at the right time if you just don't give up. And that's how you make your story. Everybody got a story, you know what I'm saying, pre-written. They say in the stars. Some of us just ain't meant to get to where we going because we give up and it in their heart. But music's still in the heart. If it's in the heart, you gonna get to where you going.
That's a fact.
See, the feedback from the streets kept me going, honestly. Even the times I wanted to give up, you know what I'm saying? They just told me to keep going. I'm one of the hardest they heard, XYZ. So, shit, and just having faith in the transition, that's the only thing that keep me going,
Right.
Yeah, that's hard. I like that part, too, of the game, you know what I'm saying? When people tell you about yourself, shit like that.
For me, shit, I always just like entertainment, you feel me? Entertainment motherfuckers, like just music, just the vibes, you feel me? Like creating some shit to have somebody just vibing to you feel me? Bouncing, and just like the feeling I get, like especially when I'm shooting a video or something, it's just like I be in a whole nother zone. Like that's my happy place, you feel me? It's like I be trying to think of other shit that I want to do in life. It's a bunch of shit I want to do in life to get money, but that shit I love, and I know I love, is creating music and shooting videos and, creating shit for real, vibing out.
And once you don't do it for the love, you start to focus on, you lose sight of the bigger picture. You had to do it for the love. Other than that, you're going to lose sight of what's really going on.
You be so ready for the money and the prize of it and everything.
That's when you lose your soul.
You fall short every time.
Yeah, it start fucking with your mental. That's facts.
All right, yeah, so, all right, cool. For the love of it, I was just thinking about that. Because, like, I love all this shit, right? But at the same time, I want to make profit off of this shit.
Yeah.
And I don't want to keep going in a no direction
The-
every year, and it's like, cause I'm gonna say something else, but yeah, like I want to make something of this shit. I just don't want to just be doing it all the time for nothing, cause I'm doing other things to make me money, but I feel like that's not gonna work out in the long run if something don't get popping.
You know, like the key to it is sacrifice. Like if we all came up in church or whatever, even God had to sacrifice. You know, he sacrificed his only son.
Right.
So sacrifice is the key. You know, I've been doing this shit for so long that I'm just starting to see the fruits of my labor from, you know, doing songs with J-Dog, Big Pokey, XYZ, you know, but you have to invest. You know, it's going to be, I'm pretty sure y'all into stocks, whatever. It's an investment you going to lose, and then she might wake up. Your shit might be up 30,000. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely a sacrifice. So once I just did it for the love and didn't think about the money, it eventually came.
Right.
So, you know, that's just the key focus. Just stay working. You know what I'm saying? Just stay working. Even if nobody jamming your shit, just stay working because it just take one song.
Definitely.
You know, one song to change a life. So
That's a fact, though.
I think that the hardest part with me is just like trying to balance, you know, the time you're trying to put in, you know, for the music, for the grind, and balancing real life shit you gotta take care of. 'Cause me, I don't know about y'all. I got a son, you feel me? So it's just like,
I got 3.
yeah. So you already know the feeling, you feel me? You wanna. It costs money. This shit costs money, and like motherfuckers want to believe it or not, this shit costs so much money to put in behind the music shit. Like you gotta go out, you gotta, you know, for the image and everything, you gotta have the image too, you know, put together. And it's like that shit comes into play. It's like, damn, I need to be, you know, making this type of money so I could put it in, you know, this type of way. And it's just like, you know, sometimes shit be hard. Shit be hard. You feel me? Can't do how you want to. You want to shoot a video. You want to, you know, go to the
Yeah.
studio and all that shit. So it's like that shit it be a fight. But like you said, you can't give up.
Can't give up.
You can't move at the pace you want to all the time.
You
but-
wave the white flag, you surrender.
Yeah, but don't give up.
And big artists, they already tell you it's gonna take 100 to 200K to break one song.
That shit crazy. I
You
I
know
be
what I'm
hearing
saying?
them
You be
niggas
seeing that
say
shit?
Yeah.
That shit heartbreaking to hear that shit. I ain't gonna lie. Like, damn, nigga. 100, 200K.
Yeah, and a lucky or blessed ass opportunity.
Yeah.
Either, you know what I'm saying, one of the two.
Mm-hmm.
Or just working, because I was watching that Kanye shit. Didn't nobody want to hear his shit.
Yeah.
He was making
Kept on working.
fucking
He was working.
producers
kept
like a
moving on.
motherfucker. They was like, nigga, we want your beats. We
Yeah,
don't
that's
want to hear
it.
you. Yeah. And this nigga got the fucking
best flow, one of
billionaire.
the best flows in the world.
Yeah.
He kept
so-
going. That repetition make you better every time. You don't even know it. Just like the gym.
So talking about stocks and shit, I love seeing that type of shit, bro. Cause like I'm into like, cause there's a whole lot of new shit coming out, bro, that we're not even aware of, that they're trying to enforce and shit. It's just like crazy, you know what I'm saying? So stocks and all of that. I wasn't aware of that till like not a couple years ago, bro. And I'm new to that shit. But I just be seeing how people be making bread off it, and I be looking up to people who do that shit. And it's just good to see you doing it because it make me believe, like, damn, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you throw me to play, you've been throwing me plays forever. Like, I was like, damn, on the stock shit.
Anybody follow me, I'm throwing alley oops out
Yeah.
the glass. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So
That shit is live. I just have to be more into that. I got to invest my time into that way more. And I've been doing that. I've been reading a couple books. And I really want to get into that because that's like a good money grab
Yeah.
if you figure out that system type shit.
I'm addicted to it because they kept it from our people for so long. You know what I'm saying? And shit, now that they got Robinhood and other things that we can just educate ourselves on and just invest. It's just like the music. It's invest. I didn't invest in GameStop, woke up, I was up 30K. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely about a long hold. You definitely got to hold some of the shit. Invest. It might just stand still for a year or two, but it's definitely invest for the long run.
Hell yeah, some people do that shit for the 10-year long
That's
run,
me.
20-year
Yeah,
long
that's
run.
me.
Yeah, that shit crazy.
I'm trying to retire, you know, in the next 5-10 years off of this shit.
That's
You know
what's
what I'm
up.
saying?
Yeah, that's what's up, and that's why I want to get into it. So like if I get that back door, if I have that money right there, I would definitely be doing this for the love and when I started when I was a kid, just
Exactly.
7th grade. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Really not thinking about money at all because I don't got no bills at that age.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? For sure. Y'all got any projects coming out soon or anything like that?
We've been working on some music.
Working just.
Yeah,
I try to
definitely
drop
working.
3 a year.
3 years?
Yeah, that's just my minimum. Whether it get the traction that it need or it don't, I just set that goal for myself. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So, it's more behind the scenes. So that's why I started my own publishing company. So I can just own all my shit versus, So when labels come to you, they want to see the stream numbers. They want to see that you already got your shit together so they can invest in you. But independent is the route. You know what I'm saying? So you can keep all money in, no money out. You know what I'm saying? RP Nip.
Yeah, for sure. And
You know?
that's what I respect about artists from Texas a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because they're real strong about independence. You know what I'm saying? And I love that shit because
It's
I
in
feel
the
like
state.
that's the way it is. People say slavery. I feel like slavery is the reverse now. You know what I'm saying? Because up north, they got all that gentrification. You can't be doing shit. Our laws are crazy, bruh.
Yeah.
Like they got fucking like you can't go fast. Like you can't just pass a red light and don't think it's no repercussions because of that shit. They on your ass. But down here it's like you got more freedom to do a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Own guns, all type of shit. You cannot have a gun
In New York.
like that.
upstate,
Yeah, you know what I'm
upstate.
saying?
Ass getting
So
booked.
I was like, damn, they taking your
Difference.
freedom for real.
But Texas is kind of like its own country.
Yeah.
People that come down here, they normally stay. So if you do it right independently, shit, we got 10 million plus people just in Houston.
In Houston.
You don't have to, you can download a CD and
And
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Do your
right.
thing.
Do
So-
your thing in this bitch.
so we definitely came up just like everybody else out the trunk, doing that shit out the trunk and making that money. So like the South been big on that, even Louisiana, one of the biggest moguls I follow, like just on some business shit is Master P.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So he damn near one of the godfathers out the trunk shit.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
And you gotta give it to the Bay too, cause that's where he, you know what I'm saying, he was at with
He
it.
want to learn some game out
Yeah.
there. Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
And
heard about the Bay, man. The Bay was sad. Shout out to the Bay.
I don't know the swag out there. I don't know nothing about that
But
area for real, but
I-
I just know it's a lot of game come out
A
of
lot
there.
of origination,
Yeah,
yeah.
a lot of
Yeah.
A lot
game
of origination come out of there.
That shit is crazy, man. So how does that make you feel about like, cause you lived here. I be amazed every day that I wake up in this motherfucker. I be like, damn, it's really on some different shit.
Shit,
Man,
it grew. I'm gonna be honest. You know what I'm saying? Some of this shit new to me, cause shit, we got Detroit down here heavy. We got Cali down here heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Louisiana. So this shit like a big melting pot. Houston down there like New York almost.
Yeah.
Except some of the fashion and shit. They're ahead of us on fashion. But as far as having Hispanics, Asians, just in A-Leaf alone, this shit is crazy.
Bro, this shit so big, bro. They get like different races got their own sides.
Exactly.
You know, went to a side straight Mexican, you feel me, Hispanic, another side Asian. That shit's crazy. as
Nigerians,
hell.
like, it's
yeah,
crazy. Haitians,
everything.
we got a lot of shit
That
down
shit
here.
crazy, man.
A lot of resources, really.
Yeah, facts.
Shit, adding on social media, you don't have to leave Houston to even be a millionaire. This shit, we got 10 million people, and that's just registered people. Not the, people that's not registered, and we so close to Mexico and all this shit, so it's a big melting pot.
They say this Black Hollywood.
I'm telling you.
That shit crazy.
I say.
What other states y'all been in that y'all fuck with though, other than what I'm saying, Texas? That y'all like, damn, I fuck with this state. If I was to ever leave Texas, it'll be this state right here.
Florida.
Florida.
Florida, cool.
yeah.
It's cool. Shit, that's one of the main ones, Florida,
Yeah,
really. You know what I'm saying? If I was to leave Texas,
I'm just scared of the hurricane season out there.
facts.
I don't want that shit.
Shit
Even
about
it,
make
I
you
don't.
have to evacuate and everything, all that bullshit. Yeah.
So that's what it takes me to Louisiana too. Like I see why a lot of people live in Texas because like, damn, it really be flushing shit out, bro.
Yeah, right after Katrina, everybody came to Houston. I was in Louisiana during Katrina. Katrina, man, that's like one of the big migrations. Like so many people left New Orleans and came to Houston. Houston was like second home to Louisiana for real at that time.
I'd be like, it'd be like a history lesson to me, bro. When I just be outside every day, just watching this shit and knowing other people's cultures and shit, just being around people, I'd be like, damn.
Even before Katrina, you know, we always had the I-10 connection with
Yeah.
Louisiana. We
The
was
drug
like,
trade big.
yeah, we were like cousins. So,
Yeah.
you know, Texas and Louisiana been, you know, connected in so many different ways.
Yeah.
Even look, even it's some history. Even from my little town, Bogalusa, it's not been on the map that much in Louisiana, but it's the guy from there. He came to Houston. And he made music. Wanna be a baller,
Right.
shot caller, 20 years. But he from my town, back at home. And then the next artist we had to ever make it bigger than that, or even close to that big, was Jada Youngin. And you know, so it's like time has to happen. Just seem like, you know what I'm saying. But keep on pushing. Soon, it's gonna be a breakthrough. You know what I'm saying.
Right.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying. Even for a small town.
It's crazy because since I got here, it's no bad feedback about Houston.
None.
Like everybody, you gonna love it. You
You in
gonna
the
love
right
it.
place.
Texas, you in the
You
right place. You gonna
place.
love it. And ever since I've been here, they ain't lied.
So I tell you,
They
you
not
don't have to
lied.
leave to make some real money. You don't have to. It's out here. You just gotta move around and just meet some connects.
Meet
That's
the
all.
connects, y'all.
Does that make you be like, damn, all these people in Texas and shit? Or does it make you be like, shit, the more people, the more we learn shit, we learn off each
Shit,
other.
I love it, you know, 'cause shit, you know, different. I don't, you know, don't want to wake up to the same shit 5, 10 years. You know, I like the diversity that we have, and you know what I'm saying. As long as everybody just focus on the bigger picture and not
Exactly.
trying to do all the extra shit that you know the black community kind of tend to, you know,
You caught up in
celebrate. You know what I'm saying? We
Yeah.
tend to celebrate the wrong shit.
the foolishness.
Yeah, so as long as everybody coming together for a common cause, it's good with me. I ain't tripping.
That's a fact.
Oh, I be hearing people say, "Don't come to don't come to Houston. We full." A
Yeah.
lot of them don't even be from Texas.
Yeah, you
feel
know what
me?
I'm
It's
saying?
just happy to be here. And, you know, claim it's like only thing I don't like about this motherfucker is that traffic around
Man,
in the
it's gon'
afternoon. That shit.
it's gonna be traffic because shit, everybody within the last 10 years we grew. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I
We-
seen that shit.
We was at
man,
like 6 million in 2013 to 10 to 13 million people in the city. So
Bro, I
That's
never
crazy.
thought I was gonna be coming to
That's
Houston.
crazy, bro.
Never thought.
this is a whole different place from when I first moved here. Like, shit is
Facts.
different for real, for real. It's a whole new place. That shit crazy.
This shit beautiful.
If y'all wasn't making music, what else would y'all think y'all be? You know what I'm saying?
Let me see. If I was making music, man, I got so many talents. I'm really a jack of all trades, bro. I can cut hair. Shit, man. Ain't no telling, bro.
I
Tryna play
know for
sports
sure
so
we'll be working.
working.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bills don't stop.
Yeah.
You
Nah,
know
that's
what I'm
a
Bills
fact.
saying?
stop.
Working.
But I'm saying what
Figure
type of
something
work.
out.
Trying to be an athlete somewhere still. Or
Facts.
something like that. So
I know I'll be investing. That just
Investing. Yeah.
I love that shit. I fell in love with that shit, especially during Corona, because everything was down. So shit, I bought a lot of shit cheap and just waiting on it to blow. You know what I'm saying? So
That's a fact.
Same shit, working and investing, you feel me? Trying to figure out my way. Even if it ain't the music, you feel me? Shit, that's really what we're doing now. Even if it
Right.
ain't the movie, we got backup shit.
that's what make a nigga so versatile. Cause I want to put more into. I want to put the aspect of life into the music. As being an artist, you know what I'm saying. Everybody ain't got the privilege to walk into a label and go into the studio and record. Have somebody pick out your beats and shit like that. Shit, when we really been putting an idea of what all that takes into our whole life as an artist. You know what I'm saying. We're trying to paint that picture for somebody normal. Like, how do you get that shit? This how you get there, nigga. You keep on going.
Yeah.
And you get up every morning, you find some money, you invest that money, you put on, you feel me? You touch your people, you know, you stay in the loop with what's going on, and you write, or you know what I'm saying, you create,
facts.
and you know what I'm saying. If it's coming from the heart, it's gonna sound good. If I feel like everybody got a tune and a melody, you know what I'm saying. We like so many. You got an ear for so many artists, you know what I'm saying. That mean your voice gonna get heard to somebody's ear, you know what I'm saying. So like people feel like they got that fear like they gonna get left out. Sometimes like man, like my time gonna be too late or something like that shit, man. That's your mean. If you just stay on it, your time coming still.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Like look at West Side Gun and them, like they older cats
Mm-hmm.
just getting in the game. They in their 40s and shit like that, man. But them niggas go hard. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
Everybody got their big break it down at 40 from 2 Chainz to Rick Ross. Them niggas.
It's
Mm-hmm.
up in age, yeah.
Yo Gotti just bought his masters back at 40. So
Yeah.
this shit, it's a lot
It's a
of
long
learning.
game, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
that's what Nip was trying to say. It's a marathon, man. We can't
Yeah,
get caught
yeah,
up, like you said. Black people, we get caught up in the rat race. Like I'm trying,
Yeah.
I'm trying to have the Margielas for you had the Margielas.
Facts.
You know what I'm
Type
saying?
shit.
Instead of just be like, man, no, I'm gonna up my status so I can give me some Margielas,
Right.
my
See,
nigga.
look-
And then the other man should clap for you when you get there. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like to
Right.
that status instead of trying to shit on you that you ain't there.
I be feeling more like frustrated because about time and because I just feel like, all right, my mama's still working. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't get to see them because I am working so hard just so I feel like I can make it to a place where I can provide and all of that type of shit. So that's what be frustrating me sometimes. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta make it happen. That's what's being a man.
I feel like that's
you
your
know
curse to
what I'm saying?
break. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
that's your vision too to carry on to your next generation. Because you know you want to build yourself to a point so when your kid come, they ain't got to deal with that same idea. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Facts.
Yeah. So what's who's like the most influential artist y'all looked up to just growing up? Like,
Wheezy.
yeah, that's
I'm
a
from
fact.
Louisiana.
Shit, you know, everybody.
Yeah.
Come on, you know, shit.
It was really it was his bars, his confidence, and when he talked, he backed it up. That's all it was.
That nigga
You know what I'm
was
saying? And he was the best for it. When he said he was the best, he was the best.
Tupac and Weezy just out for the work ethic. That's why I pushed the
ethic.
line. I'm working. Shit, even when I couldn't afford to go to the studio, I was just going to force myself to build that catalog because those guys had a crazy ass work ethic.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
love the
yeah.
mic.
Both
He
of
just
them.
said they just
yeah.
love the mic.
Crazy
Wanted to be
ass
in
work
front of
ethic, bro.
saying some silly cold shit out they just thought of, and that make you.
And that's the thing.
artist.
That's what I feel like made Weezy the GOAT, because it was like that nigga metaphors and bars was so crazy. And the fact when I get behind the mic, you know, I have to sit there and think some shit, you know, write some shit. It's like that nigga used to really freestyle that shit and come up with some crazy shit.
So he got that
The
from
most
Jigga.
brilliant.
He
The
got
most
that shit
brilliant
from
shit.
Jigga too. You know, not trying to, you know, just going there and just freestyle. Cause business wise, this Master P, Jigga.
Yeah.
That just flat out when it comes to the business. When it comes to the music side, it was Weezy and
Yeah.
Pac.
Mhm.
You know, just have a content, you know, delivery and work ethic.
And work
you know
ethic.
what I'm saying? So
Quality.
Yeah,
Quality, too.
facts.
Pac is still my favorite artist to this day. I don't know nobody who could change that, and not just because of like his like he wasn't like the most lyrical nigga to me.
Right.
It was more like
It was
The
precise.
content.
It's
the
Yeah.
precise.
content.
exactly, and like to me, I don't know why that his aura like I feel like he dominated an aura like a whole era. You know what I'm saying? In a short period of time for
He
real.
died young, 25. Just imagine, bro.
Exactly.
You know, he died at 25. Biggie too. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that shit just impacted me to this day, bro. His words and shit like that.
That I feel like that's a thing too, bro. Like you said, like even though he wasn't the most crazy lyrical, it's just a lot of times it don't even be the bars and the talent of the artist. It just be, you feel me, that artist and the way he put his shit, the way he created
Yeah,
shit,
yeah.
and people
Mhm.
fuck with him off that.
He was definitely an artist. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So.
All right. So y'all got anything y'all promoting or anything like that?
I mean, shit, yeah, I think.
Should have came with some gleesh.
Yeah, I should have came with some Gleesh, but I got a brand called My Gleesh too. It's a language, you feel me? Money English. Basically, it's a global language. So you know, no matter where you go in the world, you feel me? You need money, but it's like everybody got different type of money. We got the dollars, you feel me? Go to Italy, they got the euros, and you know other places. They got pounds in Ireland and shit like that. Feel me? I've been around that shit because you feel me. I'm probably military for real. So I done, you know, been experienced and been around the world and see how they really do that shit. But at the end of the day, everything costs money. You feel me? So Monglish is money English. I got that. You can follow that Monglish, and you know I drop music. I got a video on the way. I just dropped a single called My Type. It's some club bounce vibe shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, y'all got on the Traco page.
Like
Y'all see
like
where
he
at.
just said he got his shit organized to where it's like minimum 3 projects a year type shit.
Yeah.
Do y'all set that standard for yourselves as well?
Honestly, I don't. I just work, and when I feel like I need to put something out, put something out. I definitely try to drop, like, you got to keep going,
Mhm.
drop something every few months for real,
At
stay
least.
consistent. Yeah.
Cause that shit a vibe. You know,
Yeah.
sometimes you might hear a hard ass beat, but sometimes I hear hard ass beat and don't get to it for 2-3 months.
Yeah.
Just because it's a vibe, it's a feeling. You know, you gotta, you know, if you feeling that type of way, that beat bring it out. It shit, you gonna lay it down on the track.
I do that too because it's crazy though because it was one of my like hardest hitting songs. I heard the beat and I laid on that shit for at least probably 6 months, just going back writing. Cause you feel me, life was getting in between, so I was taking my time with it. It's like when I finally completed it though, that was one of my hardest hitting songs. Everybody was just rocking with it. It's called Right My Wrongs. It was just,
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely check y'all out when I get back in the wheel.
that's the bet, man.
Yeah, do y'all write or do y'all freestyle? Because a lot of people nowadays say they freestyle.
Both of them.
Shit,
I've been
I do
always a
both.
writer. Oh, for
both.
real?
Yeah, I do both.
I still never went in the booth and just said, fuck it. Let me just go off the top and make a music song.
But for real, I never liked that shit because I feel like it's not gonna be quality. It's just gonna be some like me putting together
Right.
some words, trying to hurry up and rush through it. But lately I've been doing that, and it's like I feel like it's been making me better for real, for real. Like I write as I go. You know, I say something, write it down and say something. But I love to write because when I write, sit there and think about that shit, it's gonna be something beautiful coming from that pen.
And yeah, and I'm just promoting my latest mixtape, Rock Out Boy 3.
Yeah,
So,
that whole hard.
yeah, so Apple Music, Spotify, you know what I'm saying? Just type in Hands on Al and shit. All my shit gonna pop up. It'll be about 12 to 14 mixtapes on there.
That's a bet, man.
Yeah.
You heavy.
Y'all should definitely go check out all his catalog. For real, for real. That shit is hard as fuck.
Yeah, I got some shit.
Yeah, man. One of my favorite joints is Main Ones. That shit just hit.
Yeah, you know, main ones, that's definitely, it's like the main people that's close to you, that'll be the ones that do the grimy shit, you know what I'm saying? Because they know so much about you that
Yeah.
make you vulnerable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so.
Would y'all be proud of your work whether you get the recognition or not? Like if everything like
That's
was
why-
said
Yeah,
and done.
Hell yeah.
definitely.
That's why I take it serious. That's why I feel like I can still do something and still got it coming to me because it's a serious too. I ain't joking when I get on the mic and it come out. People, you know what I'm saying? When it get recognized, it's gonna be recognized. You know what I'm saying? It's just the fact that it ain't recognized yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we definitely take that shit to heart too as an artist. Like, we try to drop the best quality music and shit. Sometimes we just don't get that because of the budget that's put behind the shit. You know what I'm saying? So,
But I'll definitely be proud of it.
yeah,
That's what you
yeah,
put
it's
into
us.
it,
That's just
yeah.
like having a new tile every time you drop something new. It's like, it's yours. You know what I'm saying? So,
Especially, like when you hear that shit in the studio, you be like, damn, well, like this
Like,
shit's
this
hard.
me.
How can they not catch on?
yeah,
This shit
like,
hard.
like
You
this
feel
me. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
But yeah, I definitely feel yeah.
If somebody's shit is trash, do y'all tell them or do y'all just like play the back?
Nah,
It's not my job to tell them they shit trash. I just try to give some pointers.
Pointers,
If, you
that's
know,
what I'm saying.
if,
Exactly.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, because shit, when I started, I'm pretty sure people thought my shit was trash.
Right.
Because you just starting, you know what I'm saying? My delivery wasn't, my female cousin had to tell me to rap from the pit of my stomach to get the shit across. You know what I'm saying? Because I was just sounding like I was reading the shit. You know what I'm saying? We all been there.
Yeah.
We all have been there starting off doing this shit. So,
Shit, and still probably even trying to create new flows.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So that makes sense.
Shit, I like constructive criticism on my shit. Like, let me, like, if you think this shit trash, for real, tell me. I ain't gonna get mad, feel me?
Yeah.
Unless I just know my shit ain't trash. You just being a hater.
Yeah.
Alright,
It's a
nigga.
difference between
Yeah.
hating and constructive
And update.
criticism.
Right. I can update you about some
Yeah.
shit. Right.
With all these rappers dying nowadays, do that make y'all be like, man, I don't even know if I want to do this type of shit? Cause like
Nah.
a nigga literally just got shot yesterday.
He was being
posted it, right?
He was being
Yeah, I
kinda-
posted that shit.
A nigga, but like I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm confused a lot nowadays, cause like with that like telling niggas where you at type shit,
Yeah.
I'm not with that
Yeah,
type of shit.
it's the energy you bring.
It's the energy you bring.
Fact.
You know,
Yeah.
we had gangster rappers rapping the same shit for 20 years and
Yeah.
nothing happened to them.
And they can still, these niggas they could walk out their front door without their
Definitely
gun.
about how
Right?
you
Exactly.
move.
Yeah.
And it's the
Definitely.
grimy shit that they be doing outside the studio as well that bring that shit on them.
Right,
You
karma
know,
for real. That's what
yeah,
it's,
so-
it's deeper than music. You know what I'm saying? You know, people, life and death. I grew up in church. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. You know what
Me
I'm saying?
too. I played drums for the church growing up, so
I take that serious. You know what I'm saying? He
Yeah.
that's that. He probably said that shit too much. It's been he go saying that shit in conversations with people. I'm gonna get smoked one day. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit really. Come
what Pac said, I see death around the corner so many times, and the shit just happen to creep up.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So the power is in the tongue.
Yeah, I don't feel that shit, man. Cause like I said, good vibes all around. It's nobody can ever say I be on no bullshit. You feel me? So if some shit brought to me, that mean it's on them. You feel me? I got a right to react.
Facts.
So I don't worry about none of that shit for
Yeah,
real.
don't worry about none of that shit, man. God got me, man. The God got me and ride with me. You feel me?
Cause I know a lot of rappers dying because of shit, you know, and I think if it was like that in Houston, I think it'll be as crazy as Chicago if a Houston artist or Louisiana artist be like, I'm the one that killed so and so, or my crew responsible for killing XYZ. Shit, it's just gonna be a lot more murders. You know what I'm saying? That's just simple as that.
People gonna want revenge.
That's off top.
They kind of got fucked up north for putting that shit. Because it's always been a thing in the South. Like, man, you know, you ain't
Yeah, keep your mouth closed.
Them niggas up north with the dropping names and
And where they killed the
get the
people at.
Yeah,
rapping
on
on niggas
live
block,
telling it
smoking
all.
such and such. They telling
Yeah.
all that, and that shit never was
let me tell
gangster
you,
though.
Jacksonville
It wasn't.
It wasn't, never was. It
But
wasn't
it-
supposed to be.
And if the shit happen anywhere down south, it'll be the same reaction.
Y'all don't think it's the new generation?
It
doing
is.
this
I
shit?
think
Yeah,
it's
like
generation, but it's like how
Definitely
lost
is.
they got. But it was so influenced by it's like the music from
And
up
they
north.
get so much clout
Real?
for
Like I
that
said, 'cause
shit
down
that they
south-
just don't care about it.
Even if you catch a body, like I said, it's not.
Just
you
be
ain't but-
quiet.
You just gonna get you gonna get your teardrop.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? That's where the culture came from. You
exactly.
do that type of shit. Niggas want to start getting 10 teardrops on their shit, and it went overboard with it. And so they start talking about it.
how about Cali?
But Cali
Cali
been like this
been
our
gang
whole
banging.
life since we was shit
Yeah.
in diapers. They didn't rap about it. They actually
It was
just
their lifestyle gang.
yeah, they just their lifestyle.
I ain't know Chicago even was like a gang banging.
It is. It is.
Bang City till fucking Chief Keef and them came out really.
But
Cause I knew GDs and shit like that when I went to Atlanta. Cause where I'm from, we don't do no type of
yeah,
None of that shit.
yeah, exactly. So
Louisiana one big on it.
I went to Georgia, and that's when I started seeing
Yeah.
gang banging and shit like that. And they had GDs, but I didn't know it came from Chicago. You know
yeah,
what I'm
but Chicago been crazy even from the Al Capone days. Like that shit was mafia ran for a long time. So
Yeah, that
it's
shit's
just you know it just now it's black people now doing the shit. And the music is getting them killed. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just glad nowadays, like, you know how they say Crip and Blood couldn't, like, because I used to really, because when I was young, I had friends, all type of Bloods, Crips, whoever, you know what I'm saying? And it used to trip me out that niggas used to really trip on each other when y'all ain't never even knew each other from
Right.
out of nowhere, you feel me? So,
See that nigga with the color on.
nah, that's a fact. Niggas really was on that shit back then,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I felt like it was more realer back then. But I'm glad niggas don't, like, look at that type of shit.
Like
no more.
motherfuckers growing up slowly, you feel me? But it's happening. But you still got ignorant motherfuckers
Hell
out
yeah,
there
that-
regardless, and that shit ain't gonna never stop.
That's what I hate about our community is black. You know what I'm saying? Like Master P said, 100,000 blacks can put in 20 books. That'll be $2 million. You know how much shit we can do to each neighborhood, each black neighborhood with $2 million.
Yeah.
So we just got to start coming together. All the other shit just separated us. You know what I'm saying? And kept us separated.
And they continue
Right.
to too, man.
Right,
That's a big
exactly.
thing
Come
too.
together and like help motherfuckers. Refer motherfuckers to do certain shit, man. Be so fucking powerful, bro. It's crazy.
Trying to
I feel
tell
like
you.
as time go on, though, community and everybody get more conscious, and it's coming through the music. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
The way we can unite is gonna be through the music. I feel at the end of the day, and that's the deep part of music too. Like back to the music, like why it's in everybody's hearts and shit like that. It's like it's a spiritual thing. It's from heaven. You know what I'm saying? Like God created. They say He created Lucifer. He was the head of the choir. Like God loved music, you know what I'm saying, to a point, like to an extent, you know what I'm saying. They say Lucifer came to earth, shit. Why music here then? You know what I'm saying? But I think it's
Right.
more about how they fucked it up and try to make it seem something demonic It's more spiritual, more uniting
Music's
than
so
anything.
powerful,
More
man.
powerful. You feel me? Like everybody come together under music.
It's so
you feel me?
powerful.
But
That's
if your microphone too big, the government gonna silence. They gonna try to silence you the
Try
best
to.
way they can.
And that's true. That's when they can target one, but you can't target many. That's why I
Right.
say over time, everybody consciousness is gonna raise because of what one person did.
Facts.
Tupac made a whole wave. You feel me? Nipsey made a wave. You know, they had to die, but they
Exactly.
made a wave. You feel me?
You know, Nip put. So he was talking about Bitcoin in 2013.
Yeah, he
So
was.
you know what I'm saying? Like the brother was
He-
smart.
He was smart. And he inspired somebody.
They
that's out
said
there
he
right
made a
now.
computer.
It's like 10
Y'all
years
think
old.
that's
What I'm
true?
saying.
I ain't know that.
Yeah, when he was
Probably
young,
did.
putting together, and yeah, he can because it's people. They mean like it's people that do that now. Like it seems like it's so far fetched from us in the hood because we go outside,
never look
we
into
jumping on
it.
mattresses and shit. But it was always a Billy in the suburbs putting together. All he had to go get a circuit board. You know what I'm saying? It's not hard.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's not really hard. It's
And-
just uncommon.
That's another thing. That's another thing that I think about too. Like how you just said, I think it's so far fetched, but to another black man, it don't gotta be far fetched. That's how his mind was wired.
Right.
Like I feel like
He was
a
closer
lot
to
of
it.
people could do a lot of amazing shit, but they don't showcase their talent
Gotta
in a
be
way. You know what I'm
exposed to it.
saying? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, they wait for
I
that
feel
big
like we
platform,
judge
too.
each other off top.
Right.
And that's just life. You feel me? Was what I want to say. Like, I don't know everything that you could possibly do. You probably great at a lot of shit, and like, damn, he could do all of that
Yeah.
type shit. So that's
Right.
all I was just trying to put out there.
Right.
It's just the tough guy shit that we have in the community too. Like
Shit, trauma, bro.
Yeah.
You gotta be like that
gotta-
though.
yup.
Sometimes depending on where you at or who you dealing with, cause motherfuckers, it's just in our community. Like motherfuckers look at you like this nigga moving like he's soft.
Yeah.
You look at
They
him,
wanna
he's
try
soft.
you.
You feel me? And they go,
They
you
wanna
feel
go
me?
pick
Wanna
on
try
you.
you.
You
You feel
feel
me?
me?
If you moving like you too lenient with certain shit. You too cool. You feel me?
Niggas want to fucking
Yeah,
pull up and hate
so
on
that's
you.
why
wanna
ain't
check
nobody
on-
wanna
check your
be-
temperature and shit. But
Yeah.
then when you moving too aggressive and shit, then it's like I don't want to bring that shit on.
Exactly.
Smoke, yeah.
I'm not really trying to fucking look at the nigga across from me and make him feel like what the fuck, nigga, you
Yeah.
feel me? But you know what I'm saying? Like that's the energy that they put out there.
It
Yeah, I
just-
want to come outside and be like,
Yo,
Yeah.
Yo,
you good?
man.
I'm good.
Yeah, yeah,
We
yeah.
good.
Smoke on
man.
nigga.
It just a lot of
everybody be
people
good.
died before they got to grow up. You know,
Yeah.
especially in
that
our
too.
community.
Damn.
You know what I'm
Real
saying?
talk. Real talk.
That shit
They
fucked
died too young before they was able to mentally get the grasp of that shit. Is not even that serious.
Yeah, that's a fact. Cause I would like this week I was on Westheimer right here on Derry Ashford and Westheimer, and this nigga, if the green light was for us, and this nigga was still in the middle of the road, so like I think he went crazy or something, cause he pulled out the two, and then he just started screaming at everybody like ah.
That nigga was off the shit.
Yeah, and I was just like, damn, it's complex. Like you could preach this shit all you want to, but some shit, it's just
Yeah.
like
Everybody not
human
gonna-
beings.
yeah.
Hell nah, it's just like yeah, you gotta move off your own tempo type shit and stay in your lane. It's complex. as
It
fuck.
is. Right. People, we gotta communicate together and commune together. Like you know what I'm saying. Get to a certain level. They say keep company with people that you know what I'm saying. You don't need to be. It's gonna be some fools out there still. You know what I'm saying. It don't matter whatever go on, bro. They gonna get left out.
Let them do their fool shit over there and keep it pushing.
Keep it pushing.
All right, so like they say like people gotta do weird shit at the top to be in the game type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like they just do weird shit.
Slice a goat neck and
Yeah, gay shit, all type of shit on the island and shit.
But that shit true because people be like the Illuminati fake, and it's not because Pac made Illuminati 20-some years ago. The shit is real in the industry.
And I don't feel like it's like
That's
it is it's not like it's some ghostly shit like the Illuminati. It's like you said, it's people
It is people in
It's-
power.
and power. Like
Right.
you know what I'm saying. It's the same thing when your boss at work, and it's like the bosses and the CEOs, like how they look at the employees, like they got a little circle, and they done did some shit to keep their trust in that circle. You feel
Right.
me? And they be telling you, assigning you shit at work, with orders above your head that they want you to understand, so you can still be in the mode just to go in and follow orders. You feel me? Because if you understood
Right.
what they understood, you might not follow the orders. You know what I'm saying? Or you might go different about the orders. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what that should be. It's like
What
it's
it
a
be?
part of the game when they get like, well, if you want to cross over to this much of this and
Exactly.
that and get in on this,
Had to
need
do the ritual.
Yeah, do the ritual.
Had to do whatever they say.
Shit, gang nigga, you get your ass stumped to get in the gang.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Before your homeboy trust you in the hood, y'all done rolled y'all bike down the street together and punched on a nigga together. You know what I'm saying? Y'all did something.
Right.
It was like kind of like they brought you in. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's the Illuminati people think it ain't real, but I feel like that's all it is.
That shit real.
Yeah.
It probably ain't what a lot of people think it is. You feel me? Sacrificing a motherfucker or whatever. But
Right. But it's something for that white man wants you to do something for him. You know what I'm saying?
That's what
That
I'm
white,
saying.
The white man wants you to do something, and that's why we're.
So are y'all gonna feel comfortable? Like, do y'all want to make it to that
Nah,
top?
independent is my goal.
Yeah.
I just want to make music when I want, put my shit out when I want.
Yeah.
Cause you sign to these labels,
And be in the. I want to be able to do a deal with somebody, like you know what I'm saying, but have enough power to where I ain't got to go fucking follow your exact order or some fucking unjust demand to get that. Like
it's definitely in the industry though, for sure.
I could be independent and just make money, live comfortable, do what I want when I want. I don't even gotta be crazy rich. I just want to live life how the fuck I want to live it, for real, for real.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cause Young Dolph was one of my favorite artists, but that last shit that he put out with the Illuminati on,
shit.
that shit kind of got me like,
that
what
shit
this
make you
nigga
question-
was on,
it make
you
you
know what I'm
question
saying?
shit.
I think it was important too. Like he pointed to it, because you got to see his interviews. Like he knew about, like what we saying. He knew how to go sit down and listen to what they want to tell him. Like shit, we got $2 million for you. He like shit, yeah, I got $2 million for me. I must be doing something right. Let me come back over time. And he said I'm gonna come back and get the 20 mil. You know what I'm saying? Like that was his thing. So, and I feel like that's all it was. He really was gonna sell out to. He maybe was gonna sell out. You know what I'm saying? But he wanted to make sure his fucking bag was bigger before he negotiated. And that's all it is, negotiations, man.
See, it just.
That shit crazy.
It happened in the Bible too when the devil said, "You want all of this? Just kneel before me." He told it to Jesus. So it's the same thing. So you just had to. It is on some sell your soul shit. That's why we heard over thousands of artists, from actors, all that shit mention it.
Yeah.
So it's not, it's not something fugazi that people are just like, oh, nah, man, that shit real. Tupac was one of the artists that was bringing shit to the forefront in the 90s, bro, and he brought that shit up.
To the light.
You know what I'm saying? So he put the K in front of it, like, I'm killing that shit, like, you know what I'm saying? So that shit real.
That shit wild.
So, man. Hey, man, I seen you post that you just got off probation.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Congrats to that shit right
Man,
there, man, because
man,
I got
I
off
saw-
probation this year, too.
Man, that shit, I've been fighting that shit for 4 years, bro, so I'm just glad that shit over with.
Yeah, man. Congrats to that, man. So we about to wrap it up. You know what I'm saying? Anything else y'all want to say to the camera or anything like that?
Nothing to say, man.
All right.
Go check out that Rock Out Boy 3 whenever y'all get a chance. Keep supporting my bro podcast. So he doing something
Shout out
positive.
Mo Gutter brought us in.
Shit, so
Yeah, man. Appreciate
on,
y'all,
man.
man.
Free.
Yes, sir. Appreciate that, bro. 100. Trap House Booming 24/7. You dig?
you dig? Go ahead and y'all got
Gorillas in my uni, that's the way that we roll. She said she like the drink, she never seen it before.